Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Daryl coming at you again with more Mandela Effect Earth Changes. I gotta start today with an apology, especially to Nimble Saint, who put the most work into the blog. But while I was rearranging things on the website server and stuff, I accidentally deleted the whole damn thing. So it's all gone, all the work we had in there, and it's almost sort of a blessing in disguise other than the work you did that I feel bad about. But as you know, when we started out, I mainly wanted to start logging videos and photos and stuff to record our earth changes so we'd have undeniable evidence. But when after I clicked and then clicked once more too hastily, and I was sitting there contemplating it and cursing and stuff and thinking, well, among other things, what a dumbass. But I was thinking, self, you know what? This is a chance to redo the blog proper, get a little bit better focus on it. And while I was thinking about it, I just happened to realize that we can kind of accomplish my goal of, well, actually a couple of goals. It not only we prove these changes are happening because there's enough eyewitness confirmation of these things actually being the way they're looking on Google Earth, but the Google Earth thing, as far as how current it is and how relevant what we're looking at is or isn't, the thought struck me while I was sitting there beating myself up that there is no way that these changes are taking place in the time frame that Google Earth normally presents in and nobody noticing. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, honestly, before the last couple months, actually, when I realized there was something different with this thing, I laughed at it. I tried the free version, and once I realized I couldn't see anything more than 2, 3, 4 years old, it was kind of irrelevant to me 90% of the time. It just didn't have any purpose for me. So I tried even the premium. I got a free trial or whatever for 30 days, and even that a lot of times was literally years old. And I think the newest update it said, and who knows if the date is even correct, but the most current I could get was 8 months. So let's just take 8 months, but anybody who knows Google Earth knows that most of this shit that they're showing you is 2, 3, 4 years old. Now you trying to tell me that Vancouver Island attaching the top half of itself and then having mainland Washington coming and gobbling the thing up here, you telling me that that's been going on for 8 months to 3, 4 years and nobody has noticed? No mention in the media? How about Alaska? The size of Alaska, even the shape of it, and the shape of Russia. The land bridge ripping across here. Do you honestly think if this feed that we're getting, this information we're being shown, is years and years old, do you think the missing, this missing ice cap here, could that really be the case? Has it really been over a year or 2 or 3 since the last time you heard them whining about taxing us some more new carbon taxes to save the poor dying ice cap from the global warming? I mean, it's gone. And you know what, if that's not fascinating enough, I know that there was land underneath it too, because I was fascinated with the Inuit and the Eskimos and how they lived up there. And well, actually, you know what fascinated me was when I found out that They had zero, not one, nothing. None of the cases of disease, heart disease, cancer, stroke, all this shit that's killing us. That stuff didn't exist in their culture until white man started feeding them our poison-ass GMO shit. And they were buggered. But anyways, I did a fair bit of research in that area. So there again, missing ice caps. Nobody would have noticed in a year or 2 or 3. How about Japan? Look at this bad boy. Anybody remember what Japan used to be? The little island it was, there was a few islands, but maybe a little banana kind of thing of them, but are you kidding me, people? Look at Japan, and look at this land bridge to this big thing hanging off Russia that never was, up until very, very recently. All this land bridge, I can tell you, all these string islands here, we watched these grow just in the last 3 weeks, like from dozens of dots into these long islands. You telling me that stuff is happening years and years in the past, and now we're getting the feed from supposed satellites that don't even exist? Any actual imagery you ever got from Google, it was aerial shots, not satellite shots. But I just don't want to harp on this forever, because the point is there. You cannot deny it, that whoever's responsible, we don't know for sure, but it ain't Google. Google is not even capable, if they wanted to, of supplying us this current of information. Are you telling me that Australia, look at the size of that thing, and look at the shape of it, people. You telling me that thing took a skid right up here, started tickling Papua New Guinea's little underside here with this tit thing coming off the top that was never here, man? You think that's been that way for a year, 8 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years? And this is the first we're hearing about it? Come on. How about New Zealand? Look at New Zealand. It was 1 island, then it was 2, and now, let me check, it might, oh, it's hanging on by a thread. Auckland is getting, holy shit, hon, Auckland's gonna disappear too. Holy cow, where can those, see, these people gotta be showing up on all those new islands and stuff we're finding. Have to be, because I mean, look at this land here, this was all solid through here, not, well, yeah, solid, added little bits of water, like normal land, but New Zealand's soon gonna be 3 islands, and it's slid down to southeast of Australia now, instead of being up northeast like it used to be. There's no way, folks, that as good a job as the media is doing of hiding the Mandela Effect and trying to cover it up, trying to claim responsibility with ridiculous ideas like CERN and things like that they could only dream of being able to do. I mean, this, I think, is evidence enough that if there were land bridges forming between Sri Lanka and India, between Japan and Russia, between Alaska and Russia, ice caps gone, can almost walk down to Antarctica now. But really, folk, you think that this stuff happened 2, 3, 4 years ago? No, nope, nope, nope. That's not the way it is. And you know, you guys, a lot of you that have been following for a bit, you know my theory on who's behind the Mandela Effect, but you know what? We don't got to take anybody's word for any theories. That's what I'm trying to do here, is pull together a community that's willing to just work together, stop calling anybody's ideas stupid or wrong or anything else until you know what? Good rule of thumb is don't say shit unless you can say, I believe this because. Remember that. Don't say nothing. Don't give your opinion unless you're going to follow it up with because. Because that's how it works. If you want to make a statement, bring supporting evidence with it. Let's start a adult rational dialogue on this. Bring every theory there is out there afloat. Bring it in, tear it apart, see if it stands or not. The truth will stand up. I don't even have to try and promote my theory. I don't care. I don't want to be right or wrong. I want to just figure out the right goddamn theory, right? Because there's obviously something going on that, considering the fact that we all live here and this is our home and probably going to have to be for a long time, we probably want to figure this stuff out, maybe, you know? Like, what if, suppose this even is, what if this is like my theory and it's an actual creator, which ain't from any religions, but suppose we do have a creator doing this. What do you suppose that maybe he's not just going to come here and carry us? You know, what if he's here just giving us some goddamn good material to work with to start calling these chumps on their shit? The ones who've been lying to us about a glob earth spinning, whizzing, you know, satellites that that aren't there, charging you through the hoop, through the nose for satellite dish that ain't pointed any higher than the nearest tower. You cannot find one anywhere out there. It is. And they're charging you for satellite TV that's coming right off the ground. Like, come on, people, there's got to be enough of you out there that know that I'm not just talking out my anus here, that we got to start pulling some of this shit together and stop just talking about it, being fascinated by it, and start doing whatever we can about it, right? So, that's enough. No ice caps, and they ain't been missing for no 3 years, people. I am telling you, for myself, that is proof conclusive enough with all the things we've looked at, that the feed we're getting on GE is very current. We don't know exactly how current, but again, if we can pull a group of us together that are properly monitoring enough places, we're going to catch shit right in the act. And we're not going to have to guess at that neither. We're going to know, right? That's the stuff I want to do. I'm a doer, not a talker. I like to do. Let's get doing, okay? Enjoy your day, folks. Love y'all.